Hey guys, and welcome back to another DrAce live stream. Today we're going to be playing TT Isle of Man 3, Ride on the Edge. For the first time, or second time now? Yeah, I did the first impressions early on, didn't I? I've been playing a bit with a friend of mine, Thomas, and now I'm going to give it my full opinions here in the stream. So, I'm going to do some custom events, really. This is just sort of like the free roam stuff. I don't really care too much for free roam, but we'll play around and see what we can find out. If you want to see anything in particular, let me know, of course, and then we will start really getting into it. So I've not really started the career mode yet, and I'm going to start that another time. So I'm just going to jump into a custom event, and we could go for the full thing straight out, but unless anyone's got any preferences of which course you want me to use, of course, St. John's course, the Northeast course, Northwest, Southwest, Southeast, Snowfall Mountains, Laxey, and Clip. So whichever one you guys want to use, let me know in the comments down below. So Abhishek, welcome to the stream, dude. Hello, dude. Tyrone Jingle 69th, welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Sergio 23, big shout out to the Belgian ace. Shout out to Turpro as well. Good to see you in the stream, mate. And of course, Jackhammer. Hello, mate. Good evening. Looking forward to seeing your thoughts on the game, whether to buy it or not. Yeah, I'm not sure yet. I mean, I need to give it a full good analysis, but for now, I really like this game. I think it's really good. If you played Rims Racing, it'll certainly feel familiar. Use my tips for MotoGP 21. I hope it helped, Tyrone. I really hope you enjoyed. Now, I have been doing the full version, and I'm totally fine with doing that, so... But we will just jump into... Alright, let's do the clips. I did this earlier on. We got the full circuit. We will... I'm going to bump up the AI again, and just to see where we compare. Earlier on I didn't do too well. I was about 3 or... No, I think I was a lot more later than that, but 30 minutes of qualifying, we won't need it. Tyre wear is on. And let's see what happens. Now for Super Sport Riders, of course, with Craig Neve, Davey Todd, Jamie Coward, Dominic Herbertson, the Geordie, and Xavier Dennis, Joey Thompson. Of course, I want to be using Lee Johnston. Big fan of Lee, and I really enjoy his YouTube stuff, so I'm definitely going to have a look. That's a great idea, Jack. I think I will do that, actually. Bit of a play around, and then I'll give it the full rundown and the full one. So, I'm not entirely sure how everything works, but I do believe you can upgrade your bikes and such, but it's from the rider themselves. Now, for some reason I can't upgrade anything. I guess that's because we're in a custom event. But I noticed when you pick the career modes, you choose a rider, and then you have to edit it for you. So, and then you can choose the such and such. Sadly not. This is, as you say, the 2022 version, so no Brooksy and no Peter Hickman on the newer FHO BMW. Still the 2021 bikes. Missed a comment there. Jeffrey DeMonte, hello dude, welcome to the stream. It sounds like Rims Racing. From what I feel, it is basically just Rims Racing, but TT Isle of Man, which is not a bad thing, because the TT needed a new game engine and needed to be more enjoyable than what the first and second one was. So I'm totally fine with that, but it's very... Oh, don't crash on the starting line. That would be terrible. Yeah, I've seen that as well, Sergio. It's not ideal. So I'm still trying to figure out what I can do with the electronics to see what works best for me. Now, I'm a little bit slow going into here. I've been using the 1000ccs with my friend Thomas, and this one feels a bit strange to be using now, but I'll get back to speed and we'll start giving it a proper good go. Now, the one thing I want to praise this game for is, of course, the sound. I think the sound's great. I really love the collision in this game. I've been super close to a couple of corners, almost bumping walls, bushes, shrubberies, and it doesn't knock you off instantly, and I like it. It feels good. So I'm just going to take a couple of laps easy, just to get back into the 600s. So I say that, I'm going to go cut the corner. Yeah, I must confess, Sergio, I'm not a fan of the pit. I think it looks really, really dodgy with all the guys wearing balaclavas and such. It's not ideal. So then, into the difficult left-hander. Got to brake early here. Bring on the power. Oh, that's a lot for me to read there, Hyper Blue Wolf. Bear with me, mate. I will, Yeah, you might be right, actually. I might turn off the electronics. I don't remember what I was using first. Whoa! The bike! Was I going crazy? I'll turn the Anti-wheelie off. ABS 1 and TCS of 0 I think will be fine. Now I did find from using the R6 earlier and then jumping across to the M1000RR, the traction control needs to be back on because it's super sensitive with the M1000. And most of the 1000cc bikes are really, really sensitive. But of course, if you like road racing and you like this feeling, I think you're going to have a good time with this. Don't know if I've braked early enough there. The old left leg coming out for the right. Yeah, I've got the braking markers of the 1000cc. I should have gone for the 1000s, actually. But we're going to give it a good go here. Keep the crashes down to a minimum. And hopefully getting some good lap times. Not expecting to be high up on the leaderboards, but you get the goal. Wasn't paying attention there. I thought I was going to go way off the corner. Still braking quite early, actually. I'm still using the DualSense control as well, guys. Battling through it. Nice, that was good. That was much stronger. Oh, I was reading a comment there. In general, your favourite BSS rider? I want to say Lee Johnston. I really like Alexander Olsen as well. But after he bopped Alex Cecilia in the face the other day, I'm not sure now. I'm not a fan of riders battling and arguing on the court in that way. Rather do it in a more professional manner. I went too firm on the rear brake there. Oh, someone else went down as well. Who was that? I didn't actually see. So, Hyperblue Wolf, you were saying earlier, Milestone have confirmed red flags in MotoGP 23 in the Q&A live stream yesterday. But for only Moto2 could be back. No, I read in Moto2 and Moto3 the race will restart and you'll get a short race procedure, which is realistic. That's what would happen. Or did I misread that? Oh, going very, very gentle there. This is going to be really tough for me to read the comments, so I do apologise if I'm going to be a little bit behind. I'll certainly do what I can. Oh, look at the wacky waving arm inflatable tube man. Shout out to him. Seen him a couple of times now already, as we just get caught. Oh, God. Well, that was a bit egregious. Oh, goodness me. My headset's on charge. And the cable just fell out. I've got a really poor cable for it. I don't think I need the charge. I'm having a look at the thing to see if I actually need the charge. I don't think I will, so we'll see how we get on. Yeah, too firm on the brakes there. So, from what I know so far, the feeling is pretty much identical to Rims Racing. It does feel a little bit more improved in some areas. You have to be very careful on the brakes. The lean angle, if you lean too much, you do crash. Little things like that, that's going to make this game extremely tough and very frustrating for a lot of new players. Oh, I just couldn't turn in then. Not at all. I went way too quick for the corner. So now into the tight part. What am I doing in second gear? So one thing I have noticed with this as well, as Dean Harrison comes on through, is that you are going to have to learn the corners cannot be taken full lean angle with the left analog stick. So where we do in like some of the other bike games, we can get away with that. Here, not so much. You only have to push maybe halfway on the analog stick and that would be enough. Oh, airborne there. Big wheelie coming up into the rise of the White Bridge. Steady. So you have to go really slow into the corners here. And I think sometimes the sense of speed, I have got motion blur turned off, maybe you guys would prefer that on. It does feel a little bit too slow sometimes in some corners. Like, you think, I'm not even going to make this corner. As I have absolutely ruined Lee Johnston's Ashcourt Yamaha here. I deeply apologise. Ah, oh God. That's funny though. I've been racing, as I say, with my friend for the last hour or so, and I didn't suck this bad. I'm just not doing too well now. But it is challenging. Yeah, they're going to be absolutely livid, mate. Good job they don't know me personally, otherwise I'd be kicking off. Still getting used to my gearing on this one as well. So I messed around with some of the configuration settings because the tuck-in is the left analog stick push forward, and I really don't like having that. Because as you know, if you've seen my videos before, oh goodness me, that was just my fault completely. I don't particularly like pushing forwards on the analog stick unless I need to, unless I want to do it rather than the game telling me to do so. So I have changed tuck-in to the X button on the PS5 controller. So it's basically the same as Ride 4 for me. And I must confess, I really like that. It feels natural. Although we are a massive amount behind at the moment. Bit firm on the brakes this time, get a bit more confidence. Okay. Right, fair enough. I was rather tight to the apex there, but it is what it is. Oh, I was reading that comment. Jesus. Come on, Matt, focus. Honestly, I did give a little try to the helmet cam, and I don't find it any easier or harder. I think a lot of people who say, you know, helmet cam is the way to go, etc. I don't know. It's all the same to me. It's the same controls, the same bite, everything feels the same. So, I don't know. I don't know what helps, I don't know what doesn't. But I can't believe I'm doing so bad at the moment. This is not how I anticipated it to go. I was, as I say, for the first video I did for the first impressions, I felt really good, and I felt like I was really getting the hang of this. Now I've started this stream, it looks pretty bad. Oh yeah, the head. That's completely threw me off. I don't think I'm ready for helmet cam yet. At least you made me crash by reading your comment. Yep. Honestly, I'm the worst for it. I see a pop up, I'm going to click it. Simple as. So here we are then. I would like to remove just push the FOV back a little bit, but yeah, that's way too quick. I'm going to have to go back to the other camera for a moment. Oh, this is just not going well. Embarrassing stuff. You know what? I think I would be better by doing the full amount, because that's what I've been practicing on. I've not really practiced this. Got to go back to taking it slow as we get across the bridge. Yeah, first person's not for me at the moment. I'm struggling. I will have to do a first person video though, the aces have requested. Let's see if we can... Look at the bike moving though. Yeah, slow and steady, mate. That's how we're going to do it. It's not how I wanted this stream to go, but it does feel different, of course, after playing so much MotoGP, Superbike, and Ride 4, of course. It's a lot to ask when you move on to another bike game. I was just thinking about you the other day, actually, Jack, for this, because I know you'd want to play the TT, but is that going to mess you up for when it comes to MotoGP esports? Are you better just staying on MotoGP and not picking up bad habits? Yeah, apologies, Hyper Blue Wolf. I'm trying to get through the comments and read at the same time. It's the toughest job I've got to do at the minute. I went really firm on the brakes there and looks like it paid off a bit. It didn't feel good though. Because one thing I've noticed, I am going too gentle on the brakes in some corners, so I've got to get that confidence back up. Powering down here, change direction. Nice little bit of brake just to bring us in. That's wide. Don't want to be getting onto the dusty part. But as far as the game goes and how it looks, I really like the way it looks. That's too wide. That's too wide. Oh, good luck, John. Good luck, Johnston. Well, Lee did it. He stayed on. Good lad. It's nice and tight. That's way too slow. But that was around 30 miles an hour, so it just feels slow. Just trying to maneuver the bike round. So when you get it right, though, oh my goodness, it's extremely satisfying. I did, what, the Northwest... No, in fact, there was the whole TT in about 20 minutes earlier on with the M1000RR. Wasn't too bad. Yeah, it was alright, that little bit of motocross, wasn't it, Jeffrey? Not too bad. I'm getting the hang of it now. Shout out to the wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. I could say that all day. Oh, heck. Yeah, going fast is the key now. Yep. Wow. Wow. Goodness me. Well, that's what I'm thinking. But I've been through so many changes over the past 5 years. From GP and Ride 4. Only time. Yeah, I mean, like, I know Sacred Meerkat, he has a break every now and again for Ride 4, and then for some reason he comes back and he goes quicker. Maybe that would happen to you. You'll pick up Rims Racing, or TT, should I say, and then you'll feel much better. And then when you get back to MotoGP, you'll dominate. Who knows? Okay, much better exit there. I think we were already looking a lot better than what we did. To start the stream off, I was doing pretty bad, to say the least. Apologies if I've missed any comments through the... We're going to get a little jump here. Oh, a little bit of a wheelie. Not bad. That's really quick. Okay. 600 tackle that well here. Some of the jumps you can do in this are fantastic, though, by the way. I'm going to have to show you in the full circuit. Some of the jumps that you can actually produce are just absolutely sensational. I just felt really bad early because I absolutely destroyed Peter Hickman. Ugh, like I'm doing now with Lee. It is looking a little bit better, I would say. So what do you guys think of the graphics? I don't know if my stream looks terrible tonight. It did last time when I did Ride 4, so I do need to tweak that. But look at that, locking the front, just trying to stop the bike. But I can tell you the graphics look good. Feels responsive as well. I do like the controls here in Rims Racing. That's way too wide. You're never going to make that corner with that speed. Part of the learning curve. Went on GP22 at Portimao a couple of months ago. 141 and then... Oh, wow. Yeah, I think so. Bit of time helps a lot, doesn't it? Bloody hell. Really firm there. Nice and gentle. Again, probably going a little bit too gentle there. Nonchalant through there then. Got 15 minutes this session remaining. I've got a lot of time yet. Get 2 more laps in. I don't know where we're going to be though. We're definitely going to be back. Where are we now? Yeah, 30 seconds behind. We are nowhere. Well, did everything to stop that bike then. Good job. Something I've noticed that tyre wear is on, but I've not really noticed a difference, you know. It doesn't really feel like the tyres drop off, and I've only really noticed them get warm once or twice. Granted, I've only done, what, 3 laps? Oh, I was out wrong gear then. Coming faster. I shouldn't really be going this quick now. This is a built-up area. Whoa, steady. The DualSense controller braking. Did we crash on the previous lap? I feel like we did. Maybe that's why we were 30 seconds behind, rather than just going particularly slow. Well, that as well, though. Nice braking in. Ah! I tried to lean in when I was wheeling there, and it just didn't go to plan. Yeah, I'm playing in 4K, but unfortunately I can't stream in 4K. I don't think my internet would just hack it. And I think the problem is when I do stream, I stream at 1080p, so the bitrate is quite high for 4K, and it produces a somewhat of a pixelated colouring. If I were to stream another game that wasn't as fast-paced, it would probably not be too bad, but with these games you can't really do much. Graphics look nice, wish it looked a bit faster. It does feel rather fast. There's just a couple of points where maybe in the corners it feels rather slow. But sometimes you do get the sense of speed. The helmet cam does give you a good sense of speed. I don't think I braked early enough for that, did I? Oh, I did it again. What am I thinking? I should be going wide into the apex there rather than just going too tight. Goodness me. I do think the biggest It's not the game's problem in any way, shape or form, but I think the biggest turn-off for players is going to be the difficulty of this game. It's difficult because it's so much to learn, but it's also a little bit difficult because the handling is different to the other bike games that we're all so accustomed to. And if you're coming from a car background and trying this for the first time, then God help you. It's going to be rather challenging. But you can see the lap times coming together, can't you? It is happening. But I will say the 600 to 1000 cc's in this game feel massively different. Really. Completely different. I will answer those comments in a moment. I've got a twisty section coming in here. Oi, oi, oi. It's a bit too early on the brakes there. I just want to make sure I get the corner right. Hello, Azif. Hello, Swag Panda. Hello, Jean-Sebastian Goume. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Apologies if I'm not. Welcome to the stream. We're playing TT Isle of Man 3. Just getting the feels for it. After I got the code early on today from Dead Good Media. Big thank you to them. And of course, guys, if you're not subscribed already, now's a great time to do so because we're about to pass the wacky waving arm inflatable tube man. So if you don't do it on my regard, you can do it on his. Here he is. The tube man. Now, one thing I will mention, I was critical with this in... I've done it again. That's way too fast in there. I was critical with this in Rims Racing, and I'm afraid I'm going to have to say the same thing for TT3. The texture popping is not very nice, I will be honest. You can see in the distance things just slowly popping in. See the rumble strips there? No, not the rumble strips, sorry, the sort of chevrons. I can't think what you call them now. Barriers, there you go. If you keep an eye on the distance, you will see how things slowly pop in, and it is rather off-putting, to be honest with you, but that was a really good exit there. And you see how the bike sort of struggled to get the power on? Looked quite realistic. We are looking so much better, though. I'm going to crash now, aren't I? I was trying not to. I've got a horrible habit at the minute of hitting the rear brake really firm. And this has all come from playing Superbike 22. I just hit the rear brake so hard. After religiously playing Isle of Man TT2, the bikes feel way heavier, more realistic. Yeah, I had a very quick go a few nights ago on TT2. I've never played it before. And I thought I'd give it a... Oh, wow. Oh, wow, we're on the curb. And I thought I'd give it a bash, and I must say, I wasn't a fan. I didn't like the first one, and I'm not a fan of the second one. But the third one? Yeah, the third one's alright. Okay. Didn't feel like I went too hot into that, but clearly I did. So I've got to learn that one. Andre Valenti says, best way to understand a racing game like this is watching a DrAce nice live stream. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. I'm getting a bit caught up here. I don't know how to say, really. Rims Racing, I didn't like the way the rider animations looked. In this one, I think they've improved it quite nicely. I've seen a few times where they might stick their leg out to try and balance themselves, which is nice. And then there's some points where they take a jump, they actually leap upwards. It's pretty cool. But then sometimes there's a really like overemphasized shift upwards or downshift. Look at that texture popping though, that's what I'm referring to. You see it in the background there. Wow, goodness me. The vibration I got in the front tyre then. Still braking in. Wait, that's the first time I didn't bump that, isn't it? It was a classic commentator's curse, Heth. It definitely was. Right then, this is going to be a sub 7 minute. But it's not going to be anything particularly impressive. Across the line, we are 11 seconds behind. So without crashes, might not be too bad. That's way too late. I'm not going to get that stopped. I'm not going to get it stopped. God. Oh, straight over the barrier. Oh, I'm sorry, Lee. Good Lord. Let's get back to the pit box. Can I repair the bike in any way, shape or form? I can tune them. So even the tyres, I can tune the pressure. But I can't change any of the tyres. So I guess we just get given a fresh pair, and that's it. Straight out. Oh, look at the state. Good lord. I've absolutely destroyed this R6. I do apologise. So what's the feeling so far then, guys? Would you be getting this game? Are you waiting for the 11th? Are you waiting for my full review? Or are you going to play it later on after watching this? Oh, goodness me. Goodness me, I was reading that comment. It's just your trajectory lean. Oh, okay. It wasn't even to me. Get caught up on the left-hand side of the monitor. Ah, it's too tight again. The pushing only halfway in the left analog stick is a difficult thing to get used to after doing it so much with the full lean angle. And then coming to this does make it a little bit more challenging. Steady. Nice and steady, though, jackhammer away. It's tempted. Well, I understand if you buy the special edition, you can use it today and you also get Rims Racing for free. Well, I guess it's included in the price. I can check, but I do believe it's just the Isle of Man. That's all there's really here in this game. Careful. Nice. Am I competing in the esports? You know what? I might give it a try. I'll definitely not, but you never know. I remember trying it on Supercross and I was significantly slow. So maybe. But road racing is a thing I very much enjoy. Not as much as circuit racing, but still, it's something I'd definitely like to give a try to. Whoa, look at the bike. Jack's not 19. He's older than that. He's 50. Old man now. Oh, the poor bike. Damaged so much. Let's see if we can get this right then. Yeah, I guess that works. I certainly held my breath there. So one thing that's very difficult is that when you bring on the acceleration, the bike is moving at high speed, you really cannot turn, which is realistic, of course. But I've been spoiled with other bike games allowing me to go quite fast and still turn the bike on a sixpence, you know? But here, not so much. I feel like I'm getting the hang of this, so you know. Does it look like I'm getting better? It feels like it. I'm trying. Oh. Ah, Mr. Porg, how are you, dude? I've just seen your name in the left-hand corner of my screen there. How are you, mate? Always on the edge. Right. So keep an eye on the left-hand side of your screen. You'll see the texture popping I'm referring to. Straight ahead, you see the small like bits of shrubbery getting into the screen. And then when our wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man pops up. Keep an eye on that left, keep an eye. There he is, did you see him pop in then? I wish that would go away. I don't like how it slowly pops in. He should be there at all points. I can't remember, does it have... sadly not, it does not have dynamic weather. I haven't tried the wet yet, actually. Oh. Still having my issue with the DualSense controller, where halfway of the controller equals 100%. Oh. Nope. Oh, I got caught on the sand. Goodness me. The rider animations might look a bit stiff, but honestly, when I'm... Oh, goodness me, that's my fault completely. When I'm actually riding, I've not taken any notice of it. It's not been off-putting. I think, to watching it, it does look a little bit clumbersome. But actually using it and playing it, it doesn't feel like it's a hindrance. The biggest one is the weight of the bike. The bikes are hefty. And they do struggle to move in some of the faster corners. That's great, the way we tackled that. Got a little bit of a jump coming here if we have the speed. Oh no, oh no. Are we? We got it right. Wow. I won't lie to you, I lost confidence then. See, the part there where I wanted to get that change of direction. You bring on the power, and if you're going too tight or too wide, you cannot turn the bike, which of course, you're not going to be able to at that point. Ooh, little bit of a jump there. Nice exit. Who's got a birthday coming up? Shout out to them. I will get back to the comments in a moment. It's getting difficult for me to keep up here, boys and girls. So I apologise. Hey, a rear wheel up in the air then. Well, we did a sub 7 minute. This time it could be, what, 6:40? No, it could be better. It could be a 6:30 actually. It's not quite 6:30, but across the line. Hey, we moved up. 17 seconds behind Brian McCormack. So, well, a lot of work to do, but not bad. Yep, not going to stop that. Compared to Ride version 1, how realistic are the physics on this game? Different game entirely. I wouldn't want to compare it to Ride, honestly. Bikes are very heavy. The movement is difficult, stiffer compared to the likes of Ride 4, but I would say Ride 4 is more arcade-based, where I think Race Ward really wanted to try and get a more realistic bike game, and I think they've done a good job. It does feel realistic, and the way the bikes handle feel nice. They feel what they would expect to. But it is difficult in a good way. Like, I don't feel I'm cheated out of a crash. I usually find that it's just my fault. I've either gone too wide into a corner, too slow. That's that's the end of that. I guess we're going to the pit. Was that the practice or the qualifying? Yeah, the other trial, oh, I can't even say it. The other TT games, in my opinion, were not fun. The first one was not enjoyable at all. Oh, terrible start. But this one I'm really enjoying. I'm looking forward to doing a lot of content in this, and most importantly, I'm looking forward to improving. Oh, I'm trying to sneak up on the inside here. Now, the AI is on its... Gosh darn it. I am on the hardest difficulty, so I'm curious to see how much competition they give. Here we go then. So are the riders popping in as well with the texture popping? Oh, what am I doing? That was way too strong. Can I restart this? Nobody's seen that yet. We're all good. I really need to see the comments. The wheelie looks weird and our rims engine's not work for me. I think try it. The feeling is better than visuals. It does feel really good. Problem is on a play TT game before. So I can never get a good start in the rims racing sort of games. I've always struggled with this one. Ooh, going a bit slow on the straight. I think I can still get some positions here. Excuse me, dude. Alright. I think I got caught out with my DualSense controller there then. How? I'm holding the clutch. How did I jump the start then? Oh, good lord. Here we go. This time we'll get it right. I'll tell you that, but I cannot guarantee. So I'm only pulling halfway on the trigger there, and that equals a full amount. It's very frustrating using the DualSense controller. I don't want to give up and go straight back to the the PS4 controller. I'm a fighter. I'm determined. But braking is hard with the DualSense, because that is not even a 50% push, that, and it's almost full. Beautiful move up on the inside, though. Look at that. I was in the wrong gear. Couldn't even get her out of the corner properly. Goodness me. Come on. Round the outside of Todd. We've got Harrison ahead. Didn't see who got into the lead. Steady. I'm going to touch the curb there. Wow. I'll take that. I will take it. Can't say I've noticed, to be honest with you, Jack. All of the tyres feel more or less the same. I would say the majority of the bike... Ooh, it's going quite slow there. You know, it's something when I'm going quicker than you into that corner. Quite strong coming out of that corner. The one thing I have found that just downshifting before a corner saves you so much more rather than downshifting in the braking zone. Just downshifting in the corner almost saves you a bit of time. Look at the bike wobbling though. Oh, someone went down behind us. It's not a place to go down there. AI's putting up a fight though, it's good to see. Now we got the difficult braking marker, but I will be honest, I've not played that much of TT3. I played the first... I've got no confidence on the brakes with this front. I can't explain it to you. The DualSense controller on PC is just not ideal. Does anyone have the PS5 Pro controller? I'm generally thinking about buying it. Unless I can actually actively adjust the triggers on the PS5 controller on PC, I don't think I'm going to adjust to it very well. Because I'm now holding halfway, and that is full. I've got so much wiggle room that's not even doing anything. Ah, give me back the PS4 controller, man. Good lord, and that was an egregious crash. Oh, good lord. It's not going too well. Sadly not. I went into this Steam settings, Liam, and the only thing I could change was the analog sticks that I tweaked, which I do much prefer. It feels great now, but it's just that trigger. 50% of the trigger is just effectively useless on both triggers. I had a terrible time doing it in MotoGP because I was just spinning the rear up in every single corner. Yeah, it's not ideal. I would really like to use the DualSense controller because it does feel rather premium, let's say. But it's frustrating to know that I've got 50% of the trigger that I just simply cannot use. And I'm already very sensitive on the controller, so having that little bit extra sensitivity is difficult. It's probably just an excuse, to be fair, though. I just need to get used to it. I'm not sure what fight you're referring to, as if there was a fight. Oh, getting caught onto the sand there. I've just noticed that the AI riders seem to be doing a lot of crashing as well, don't they? You can see where we're stronger. Not looking too bad. Oh, I have absolutely no idea about UFC. I don't even watch wrestling anymore. Sorry, Jack. I'm out of it at the minute. But we are closing in on Davey Todd, the cover man. All is not lost. Yeah, but regarding the DualSense, do I really want to whack 200 quid on a new controller? I would watch FC if they incorporated wrestling matches, you know, like ladder matches, steel cage, Money in the Bank, Royal Rumble. Wouldn't that be great? Big thanks to... Oh, no. I apologise. A big thanks to Leona McQuaid for joining the stream and hitting the subscribe button. I do appreciate that. Thank you. I've had no approach for early access, mate, but oh, comment. I am the worst. I will look at the comments at the right time, and I will not blame you for it. UFC TLC match. Make it happen, Jack. Make it happen. Yes, I haven't been approached for any early access. But if that day comes, I will certainly let you all know. That would be great. Ooh, did not hit the button that hard, I'm telling you. When I'm using the DualSense controller, I just look like the heaviest handed player ever. Full brake, full acceleration all the time. I can assure you it's not the case. So the learning curve is real, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, there is a lot of settings, aids and guides that you can use to make your experience easier. Just because I'm obsessed with being a masochist and I don't like using any assists, I guess that's my fault. But I tell you what, a 7th place, I'll accept that. I have to ask, Doc, would you buy this with your own money? I did twice and I refunded it twice. What are you referring to there, mate? The controller or the game? Because if you refund it twice, I don't know how you refund it twice. You have to let me know. But for the game, yeah, I buy any bike game, but I really like just any sort of game. To be honest, I'm probably one of the worst people to ask. I buy so many games. I mean, look at my Steam library. I have like 800 videos, 800 games that have probably not even been touched. I'm going to go for the full one. AI skill. Now, what bike do we want to see? Let me know what we want. It's going to be it's going to be tough. Just as long as you acknowledge the tribal chiefs and head of the table, of course. No, I would never not. Yes, it does have a career mode. It's basically that free roam. You go to locations. I can show you. So in here, you go into manage seasons and you choose the rider that you want. So my current active season is with Lee Johnston, the Ashcourt Racing. And I have all those objectives that you can see on screen. I don't know if my mouse cursor you can see, but from here, and they're effectively the season. Now you can do this with the Superbike 22 season as well. So Connor Cummins, Dean Harrison on the Dow Racing Kawasaki. I want to show you guys this Kawasaki because I didn't think the sound of this bike sounded very good, to be honest with you. I'll show you in a bit. Davey Todd, of course. Gary Johnson. Ian Hutchinson. Hillier. Of course, I like that bike, of course. I didn't get the what do you call it, the 100th TT from John McGuinness. I didn't get that, so I can't change the livery on that one. But yeah, my favourite, Glenn Irwin. Love to use Glenn. Of course, the Gas Monkey BMW for Pete Hickman. And then so on and so on. Of course, the Lee Johnson as well. But this time on the BMW S1000RR, of course. So yeah, quite a lot of riders to choose from. You can choose anyone in here. I'm going to probably go for Glenn Irwin. And then you can start your 2022 season. So you basically drive around, or ride around, should I say, and do the objectives. I don't know if you can actually go backwards. I think I prefer just a menu icon for this. And so, what the hell? Goodness me. I suppose I'm not meant to be going this way, but you come to here and it gives you a point of interest. I do believe you go to these locations and then you can do the missions as such. So yeah, I've not started yet. I'll be doing that in another video soon, so definitely keep in touch. But for now, I'm just going to mess around. I'm going to see if anyone's online, as a matter of fact. I did mention to a Lord of Nom that I'd be having a look to see if he's on. He did say he was going to set up a lobby, and ooh, yikes, no one. No one is on there at all, so we're not racing online, it seems. But yeah, let's go for... I'm just going to go for the big one. Why not? Why not let it fly? Why not let it happen? Give it the 100% starting grid. Yep, sure, why not? Competitors. Make it 2 laps. I don't believe it is crossplay, no. I'm going to stick with the Super Sports for now. Who do we want to see in the Super Sport category? Could go for Peter Hickman. Yeah, why not? Sorry, I've chosen. Do you recommend the game? Yeah, I do. I like it. I'm having a lot of fun with it at the moment. I think it's quite difficult. But, yeah, the more I play it, the more we'll begin to enjoy it. So, let's see if I can get the nice start here. Not bad. I got the hang of the controller. That's a great start, actually. As we're absolutely bombing it down here. This is the version I've been accustomed to. Woo. Let's see how we get on. So bear in mind, this was on 100 difficulty, which is the hardest, so we'll get a good indication of how fast the AI is here. No. Wow. I should not have saved that. I can't turn in. I can't... Ah! No! Can't do it. Oh, my electronics. What happened? Thought things felt a little bit different. We had a good start off the line, though, so maybe I need to keep that on. But I didn't feel particularly good on the brakes. That's my only concern. Okay. Messed that up, didn't I? Oh, steady on, Peter. Got Johnson to attack next. Now goes to the left-hand side. I think we can get a lot of speed here, but look at this train we've got going here. Freight train. Oh my lord. Oh, goodness me. That's egregious. That's absolutely awful. To be fair, there's actually some animals. Oh, God. There's actually some animals in the crowd as well. I wish we didn't do a race now. I was hoping... I should have just stuck with time trial. I got a second penalty as well somewhere. Jack. Wait, as if says we got KFC. Who's got KFC? I want KFC. This Triumph sounds rather quiet. It's the same issue I have with the Kawasaki. Some of the bikes just sound so beefy and powerful, and then some just dead quiet like this. It's more like a relaxing ride now rather than being on the limit. But when I downshift, it'll sound a bit better. Somewhat of a difficult corner coming up now. Right, back on the straight. So we're not going to catch up many positions here, but there's some good bumps in this sector of the track here. So we will have to be careful. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, God. God damn it. Ride it with zero electronics? Certainly can. I'm leaving engine brake on though, I quite like that. Unless you want me to turn that off as well. I wouldn't really say that's much of an electronic aid. Ah, that's frustrating. I didn't feel like I did anything too wrong there. So bringing on the power then. Maybe as I usually say, I don't really think that the bike settings are this miracle tonic that can just fix riding. I just basically need to learn the game. That's all I really need to do at this point. I wouldn't say settings would really do much. But of course, if you swear by them, then definitely use them. But for me, I don't know. The 600s don't tend to wheelie, to be honest with you, mate. But I did find with the 1000s, they wheelied quite a lot. I mean, I am tucking in a lot of the coming out of the corners to avoid the wheelie, so that could be an issue. Could be what's stopping the wheelie, sorry. Didn't really feel like I did anything particularly wrong there. But I know it's probably not carrying the right amount of speed into the corner. Whoa! The old half press on the DualSense controller. Didn't like that, did it? Oh, this is going to be... Ooh, I don't like the way the rocks are actually forming in there. No. Yeah. Somehow we saved that. I'll take it. There's been a crash ahead of us. That's my fault. I completely carried the wrong amount of speed into that corner then. You would want a 200cc... I can't say it. 2-stroke 500cc. Pushing here now. Not too far behind the pack. I think as long as we stop crashing, we'll catch him. Alright, Brian. Yeah, I must say this bike sounds really dull. I felt the same way with the Kawasaki. That's what I was going to show you earlier. I didn't realise the Triumph sounded like this either. Here we go, pushing hard. Oh, thank you very much for the donation, Swag Panda. I appreciate that, mate. Good luck. I just learnt the full circuit 2 weeks ago. It's a pain. You got this. Oh, thank you, Swag Panda. I really appreciate that, mate. Oh my goodness, I almost got onto the curb there. Don't get me wrong, it is going to be tough. It's going to be a challenge, and compared to my usual videos where I'm looking pretty confident, I'm a little bit concerned I'm going to look a bit pants, but honestly, I'm doing my best, and I guess that's all we can really ask for. Careful of this bump here. that bump, you see that bump there? Yeah, it found us. Went over the fence there, didn't we, almost? Oh, I think we got in the way of McCormack there. Ah, good job his bike sort of went invisible for us, ghosted. No. Ah! Oh, God. Oh, goodness me. A Kajiva C594 on a wheelie around Jupiter. Oh, no. Brian, don't do it. I hope I've not messed the speed up for... No, it's a different corner. I've got to... Oh, I'm trying to read the comments, mate, but that's why I make so many mistakes. Racing game is not ideal for streaming usually, because I want to read the comments and I want to get back to you guys because you made the effort to come and watch. So, but it's difficult to do so, especially around the TT. I remember doing it in the Nordschleifs. Oh, that was reading the comments again. Oh God, the crowd. The crowd was like, hey. Just shows you what these guys do. Whoa, huge wheelie there. Caught it just in time. Is that a cat meow? I don't think so. My two cats are asleep. Them two are snoring away. Knackered they are. Distracting paragraph to see you catch me. It is literally like that, and you've just done it to me, Liam. You've just done it to me. Oh God. I'm trying, guys. I really am. Goodness me. What timing. No, it's not your fault, mate. If I was just like, okay, I'll wait for the long straight. But no. That's why my replies are pretty fast in any YouTube videos. Wow. I totally forgot about that corner. That's a damn shame. That we're going to have to do that lap again because I absolutely love... Who the hell's Oliver Sykes? I absolutely loved doing that corner earlier on when I was playing with my friend Thomas. It was superb. Dropped in for a pint. The noise it made when he hit that. Oh, little jump. Gotta love it. One thing he will do, and get this, is a little bit tired in your right finger. Steady, steady. Steady, Peter. Oof. Like, can you pass me the salt? Bang! Motorcycle rider comes straight through the wall. See, now I've got a straight now. Evening, Doc. By any chance, do you know if the free roam mode has multiplayer? I didn't actually see that, mate. I will check for you in a moment, though. If I picked a good time to actually read the comments there. Ah! I touched the Ah! I touched it. I touched the curb. That's too tight, I think. Whoa, we nailed it. Look at the bike wobbling, though. Jesus H. I could not get that bike stopped then. Hey, look, a crash. Oh, I know Meerkat really liked the free roam in the previous TT games. Do you reckon you'll be buying this then, Ash? Oh, whoa. We need a dedicated capybara. I've got a really annoying thing on my my Streamlabs. There's a big love heart in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, and it cuts off half of the comment. And I don't know why that love heart's there. Like, what can I possibly do for it if I'm streaming? And I couldn't read half of that comment then. I just completely bumped into the wall. The feeling with the rear is pretty good, but as I say, when I got to the 1000 cc's, you'll see how aggressive the bikes are. But I would say that's a lot of it's down to because of me struggling with the controller. If I had some good feeling with it, I'd probably say it's good. But I did find this in Rims Racing that you could turn off the electronics and you wouldn't really spin up the rear. Because it's still saying I'm pushing full on the analog on the trigger, but I'm actually not. I'm about halfway most of the time, and it's still full. I've just gone full now, and just a bit awkward. But the front, I would say it's down to me and the controller. The actual bikes themselves don't feel that bad, and I don't think you'd have any issue with it. If you're already used to the very gentle braking, you're not going to have an issue with it. But I just need to learn it. Okay, I'll actually span up the rear a little bit then. That question is definitely for you, Jack. Ah, went down. Not a problem, Swag Panda. I do really appreciate you stopping by, and thank you very much for the donation. I do really appreciate that. It's a very kind gesture. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for being a member of the DrAce pit crew. And I'll see you in the next video, or stream, whatever comes first. Catch you later, dude. Say nice and gentle. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I must say my right index finger is tired. This is probably my third or fourth lap of the full circuit now. Ah, god damn it. No, I would not say I'm good enough for the esports, mate. I'm about, what, 2 or 3 seconds now? Maybe 1 or 2, depending on the circuit. I've seen in, I think, one of the tracks in Superbike 22, I was about 1 second behind Jack, maybe at 0.8 or something. And I just couldn't get past that last bit. And I don't even think it's one of Jack's best lap times, which is the worst part. But the esports competition is just another Another level, I'm afraid. That's way too quick. Way too quick. Oh, I'm having a nightmare, guys. I'm really struggling now. I didn't crash anywhere near this much earlier. Maybe I'll have to go into full concentration mode now. Is anyone hyped for Ride 5? Absolutely, mate. As I just made another big mistake. Right, I must concentrate on the road now. Poor Peter. That Triumph has seen better days. So the lap time I did earlier on the Isle of Man was a 21 minute with the 600, I think. I don't think we're going to get that now. I think it only had like 1 or 2 crashes. Well, that's not a bad effort then with the Triumph. Hey, that was with the PS5 control, that as well, Jack. Not bad. I'm going to bump up the traction control a little bit. I'm struggling coming out of the corners. Whoa, what has happened to the right-hand side of the screen there? Oh, that's nasty. That texture popping was really bad there. Yeah, that was god-awful. Nice. Thank you, Major Info. I appreciate that vote of confidence there, mate. I remember when I was staying on Superbike 22, I did quite a lot of content on it in a while. In quite a... I think it was like a good month of it, so I felt like I was really competitive on Superbike for a good... I didn't really feel like I did anything wrong there. I think... I felt good on Superbike 22 for quite a while, and I remember I had some good races with Sacred Meerkat. Of course, he was always faster than me. But I could get close sometimes. I think there was a few occasions where Assen and maybe the other one. What's the track I'm quite good at? Misano. I felt like I could keep up with Meerkat for quite a while, but it's the consistency. I can't do the lap times they can. What? Oh, why? What did I even do wrong then? Did I really carry too much speed in that corner then? That was a rather strange one. But yeah, it's the consistency of being that fast on a consistent basis that you can do it over 10, 15, 20 laps. I don't understand why I'm crashing. Does anyone have any idea? I don't feel like I'm not even touching the brake, I'm just leaning into the corner. Is it the pushing of the left analog stick too abruptly? Which I don't really do. 47 seconds behind the hardest difficulty after numerous crashes is not the worst. Certainly take... Oh, I hate this controller. I'm so tempted to get the PS4 controller out. I am so tempted. I'm going to do some research on the DualSense Pro. That's halfway. That's half press. It's not that much. Jesus. I could increase the TCS. Yeah, let's give that a try, mate. Maybe if I bring on the anti-brakes. No, too much. See, I've lost confidence with turning in now. Well, that was impressive. I'm going to put 2 and 2 and see if that helps. Oh, reading the comment. I reckon you could find me a few more than a few tenths, dude. A lot of practice. I was thinking, actually, for the maybe MotoGP 23 to try that. See if I can get some tips from the boss of MotoGP Sport, our British representative. That has helped a lot, mate. Good call with the increase in the traction control. Also the anti-lock brakes. Is this a jump? Oh, got a bit of a straight. Whoa, wheel it. Hey, wacky waving arm inflatable tube man. Shout out to the GOAT. Yeah, good call there, Rodrigo. I am enjoying this one, Wayne. I really am. I'm making a lot of mistakes. I'm not very good. But I've got a few annoying bugs that I need to work on, such as me and the controllers not getting on very well. But overall, I love this game. I think it feels great. I like the speed. I like the sounds. And I like learning the track. It's fresh for me. It really does feel fresh. But I will be honest, I do look at a lot of my games that I play for the terms of content. So if I'm having fun with it and it's fresh and people are enjoying it, I'm going to enjoy it more. But my biggest worry is that a lot of people are going to dismiss this game for being too difficult because, oh, the texture bug there. Yeah, I didn't even see that corner. Nige, the return of the tube man is the video game equivalent. The return of Christ. Oh god, I completely messed up that corner. I love that tube. A compilation of the tube man? It'll just be me saying that exact over and over again. It's good that you guys understand my humour, because I can imagine a lot of people who've tuned in so far going, what the hell does he keep going on about that frigging tube man for? I'm not pushing that hard on the controller, please! Oh, I must remember half of it. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. There's a crowd for every game. Yeah, absolutely, Wayne. I totally agree. I think, I know a lot of people who are die-hard TT fans, and this is for them, really. And I want to learn more about the TT, because I'll be honest, I've not watched much of it in the past. And I don't know particularly too much of it. I know some of the riders, etc., but not personally, of course, but, and I would like to expand into this. Nice big wheelie. Up into Bray Hill. I know Peter Hickman's a big fan of this part. Just noticed the tyres are beginning to get a little bit warmer. Whoa, that was a strange... Can I get stopped? Steady. I'm not bringing the power on. My mic is cutting off every other second. Is it? Let me know if it still does it and I'll have a look. My mic is very sensitive. It's got a very dodgy cable. Good damn. Goodness me. Is it sensitive enough? I hate it when I get mic issues. That's the worst. You can't hear my dulcet tones. Yeah, absolutely, Nige. Good call. I've not watched anything of it yet. Would like to see, though. The game sound is also cutting out? Oh, my goodness. It's the worst part, having a wireless mouse, it goes to sleep. Come on. Where's my wireless mouse gone? Sadly, not major info. I have 0% drop frames. I'm not really sure. Is it still sounding a bit dodgy? Oh, that does suck. Got everything on. Except, of course, that one. Let me know how it goes. I hope that doesn't do it again. Ooh, steady. I don't know what could have set that off. How is it now, Jack? I do need to have a good tweak of my streaming settings. I don't particularly like the quality that comes out. I don't really like how that's done that either. Apologies for a second. I'm going to try that into performance mode. See how it goes. See if that's any better. I don't know why I'd have... I get pretty good internet, to be fair, so... Strange how I can never seem to get... I can't really get the bitrate right for stream... For playing in 4K and then streaming it at 1080p. That's my issue. Is anyone else having issues with it? I don't want to see a graph. Jack, was I supposed to see something? Oh, I'm not getting inputs now. Is it? It's fixed. Interesting. I was only using like 2.2% of my CPU's power, and yet putting it into performance mode helped a lot. Okay, works for me. No, 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 this corner. I don't know if I answered Major Info's question. I will, in the future, do my bike lessons, etc. I was starting them a long time ago, but my cat got ill and I ended up spending all of my money on the cat, which I do not regret. I love my cat very much. But I would like to tackle that in the future. I was hoping to do it this year, but a few things have come up again, and might have to be the year after. I want to do motorbike vlogs and stuff. It'd be great. Could be the next step for my channel. You can't marry your bike. Tell that to the people who've done it. Okay, not bad. Came out of that corner much nicer. It did feel like I was going a bit too slow there, though. But as we discussed earlier, slow and steady will eventually win the race. Providing everyone else crashes. That's too hot. Game got a little bit of stutter there as well. I don't know if you guys caught that. Probably because it was expecting us to crash pretty hard. Yeah, I rather enjoyed making the vlog for Donington Park. I'm actually going to Donington Park again this year for World Superbike. I don't know if I'll do another vlog for it, but I certainly could. Yeah, can you imagine that? That would be really cool. Doing a track ride with some of the aces would be really special. Shows that we're just a lot more than just a game. So which track do we want to see next? 'Cause I want to go for 1000cc in a moment to show you the difference in the bikes. Aye. I think I slipped quickly into the ride 4 feeling of I can tackle the corner, don't worry about it, and then you go, uh-oh, the weight of this bike's never going to allow me to get through. Nice corner coming here. Whoa! That was really dodgy. Okay. Okay. I didn't even hit the brake then, just went. Whoa. Rear tyre's beginning to spin out a little bit now as well. Let's see if we can get onto that corner in a bit though without slamming into the pub. Trying to keep in the middle. Wow, again, that's rather strange. And the crowd loved it. They absolutely loved that. Yeah, it's a really strange crash in this one. Do you reckon it's because the tyres are hot? Or is it simply because my my controller's forcing me to brake so abruptly? It's going to take a long time to get out of that habit, I swear. So yeah, let me know in the comment section which track we want to use next. I'll probably go for some of the shorter versions. And we can use any of the bikes you want. I don't mind. Ah, it's getting really frustrating now using this controller. I hate it. I actually hate this controller. I can't blame the controller there, though. We've got the shorter versions, such as the clips one I did earlier. And then we've got the Snap. Are we on the Sniffle one now? I can't really remember off the top of my head, but there's about 6 to choose from. Just all smaller versions of the TT, really. Ooh, wow. There's no way I should have stayed on the bike there. 1 minute 13 seconds. That is a shocker. I've always used the PS4 controller, but recently I found that each of the PS4 controllers I was using, all I've seen some small problems. The right analog stick on my white PS4 controller is completely ruined now. It's just, every time I push downwards it goes upwards. And the red one has a different input delay, or dead zone is the term I'm looking for, with the red PS4 controller. And the other PS4 controllers just feel a bit, I don't know, knackered and old. I have had them for a long time, to be fair, and I've just fallen out of love with using that controller now. So I wanted to adjust to the PS5 controller. And, because of course, biggest reason being that they don't sell the PS4 controllers, or if they do, they're few and far between to get hold of, where the DualSense are everywhere, so. Ooh, good turning in here. All of the tyres are yellow now. Here we go. Gotta get this right this time. Big jump. Hey! I'm happy it tackles the jumps very well, though. I'll take that. Beautiful, that one. I feel like we're doing a bit better now. Could just be me. I guess a lot of these are straights, though, aren't they? My problem is on the brakes. Ooh. Yeah, so if anyone has the DualSense Pro controller, let me know. May actually invest. It's like 200 quid though. I missed Mayor Info's comment there as well. Choose the ones that are slower? Yeah, certainly will do. There's some stop and go tracks, I think. Not many, but... Ah, Lord Almighty. That's not ideal. Whoa! Fight it! I'm yet to see the... Yeah, nice one, Sven, yeah. We'll jump on and we'll give it some online goes. I tried a bit of multiplayer earlier with my friend Thomas, and... this frigging controller, I hate it. I hope I've explained it enough, but... if you were to just grab your favourite controller, push halfway down on the trigger, that equals 50% for most controller. For the DualSense on PC, that equals 100% press. I cannot describe my frustration with this one. It just sounds like a widget and I hate it. Ooh, steady. Ooh, Lord Almighty. And I guess the problem there as well is I'm going halfway on the controller. But that's classing it as full, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to either swap over to the PS4 controller or something else for this game. I think learning it with this controller is not going to be good. And I will tell you one thing. The vibration is low. I have no vibration right now. There's no feeling with as we drive down here. But when I get to the corners or start braking too heavy, it'll vibrate a lot. So I think a lot of the time, where I'm holding the right trigger at 50%, like there's 50%, and yeah, that's full, I'm not getting a vibration. So when I play like the other bike games, like you kind of are warned that you are pushing too hard and the acceleration is getting pressed quite aggressively. So then you know to drop it. I will say, I think a lot of you guys are going to have to try this game and see what you think. I love it, I think it's fantastic, but to understand the challenge of this game, you have to try it. Because, my goodness, it is challenging. Did anyone see that plant just sort of rise up in front of the window then? I thought it was fire. You know, I've never actually tried using an Xbox Series controller, but I did use an Xbox One controller ages ago, and I really don't like the asymmetrical trigger analog sticks. Not a fan. How similar is it to Rims? Pretty much identical. It's just TT, to be honest with you, mate. It feels very similar. I would say it feels better than Rims. It is a little bit more responsive. And the only problem I had with Rims Racing, I just can't turn in. The only problem I would say that I had with Rim Racing, then the reason why I didn't make any content on it, was the constant crashes and career corruptions. Like save data would just get corrupted a lot. So far, everything seems good on this. I've had one small crash and everything else it's been fine. I've had no game freezes since then. Thank you, Major Info. I do appreciate that. We are... Wow! I thought I was going to save that then. Yeah, I'm glad you're part of this community as well, mate, because it's you guys that keep me motivated and upbeat to continue to push to make more great content. Is it worth getting? I personally really enjoy this game. It's just going to be difficult for a lot of people. There's a lot of things in this game that is going to make you relearn the bike games you've already played. Any sense of too much speed in one corner and you're going to crash. The texture popping's a bit of a negative, but other than that, I really like this game. I'm enjoying it a lot. I like the challenge. I need to learn the TT. Of course, it's the only place where you can race on the TT. And it's good to have some good British riders in there as well. Peter Hickman and Glenn Irwin, for example. Have you seen James May lap of the TT? No, on a Meccano motorcycle? I certainly haven't, mate. Sounds interesting. The yellow tyres are now the red right-hand side of the front tyre. So I guess that's what to expect when you're doing 2 laps here in the TT. I'm back on the straight again, so we'll pick one of the shorter circuits in a moment. And did you say you wanted... I missed the comment. Oh, Tiki, apologies. I was reading the comments, my god. How do the physics feel compared to MotoGP 22? Is it more arcade? No, I don't think arcade is the right word to catch, to call this game, and I think it's probably more realistic. It's certainly more challenging, and there is some good parts to it. Like, for example, the brakes, when the controller works right, it does feel quite natural. Having to keep the right amount of speed into a corner, otherwise you crash. You can't touch the brakes in any of the corners, so you can't really trail brake in that much. Going over jumps feels really good as well. I would say it feels a lot more realistic, but I quite like the realism in MotoGP 22 already, so... And you can lock the brakes. It's on par, but they don't feel anywhere near the same. It's certainly something you're going to have to try. What's your favourite part of the TT? Is it where the tube man is? It is absolutely where the Tube Man is. I love it. I love the wacky waving arm inflatable Tube Man. He's a legend. He's a staple of the DrAce community already. I'm going to have to get a thumbnail with me next to him. I see you use the rims approach, whether I'll be... I can't turn in. It seems to use the rims approach, so I guess it'll depend on whether you prefer milestone approach to handling. Yeah, pretty much there, I think. Yeah, apologies for the delay there, Tiki. It's difficult for me to read the comments and get back to people, so apologies for the delay, but I'm glad you still stuck around to hear my response. Oh, I do not know what's happening. Did you like Bailey's WWE entrance when she had the inflatable Tube Man? Yes, I did. To be fair, that's when I was really into it. I really enjoyed WWE when I was watching the NXT, especially like Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I was a big fan of that. It's probably one of the best matches I'd seen. I'm thinking about buying it. I do like a challenge. It is a good challenge. I just think a lot of people are going to get put off with the challenge because it's a lot to learn. You can learn it in small doses, but I think the constant crashes, even me, it is a bit frustrating, and you do feel weak and pathetic because you're constantly making so many mistakes and errors. But it's part of the learning experience. We're not all great at games straight off the bat. We're going to have to spend some time and put the effort in. But if you're not looking for that, then probably not going to be the game for you. I like the Tube Man as a channel member, and I'll join the pit crew. Oh, we get the Tube Man going. He would be the member of the week. Oh, man. I think I've finally figured out how much brake I need to apply with this controller now. And I gotta tell you, it's a very small amount. A very small amount. Here we go. This is a prime example. Yeah, it's a very light tap. I'm going to look into it and see if I can tweak that, though, because if I can improve it a little bit, I'd be happy. A little bit of a jump coming up. You are known as the stat man. You are, aren't you? I forgot about that. Oh, wacky waving arm. Oh, gosh, I could say it. Wacky waving arm inflatable Tube Man. I wanted a picture with the Tube Man. Now, do I get the picture there or the... I'll get it with the original Tube Man. Get an umbrella. Oh, I love the Tube Man. I don't know why I don't know. Don't get it. I'm drawn to the Tube Man. Yeah, I should pay attention. A sacrifice for the Tube God. Photo emoji falling. No, I can't do that, Nige. I did. That's exactly what I did then. Liam, I bowed down to the goat, the tote, the Tube Man of all time. Almost lost the front then. That was definitely moving the analog stick in a half movement rather than the full. Got a lot to learn for this one. The praise I was giving the DualSense controller is the fact that I really hate that texture popping. Wow, what the hell happened to my camera then? The praise I gave this controller was it was making MotoGP and Ride 4 feel fresh again. But now having the TT, that feels more fresh. That texture popping is awful. The Church of the Tube. Hey, Beckley, how you doing, dude? I'm struggling a bit, actually, to be honest with you, mate. I was feeling really good earlier. I played some laps with my friend earlier. But now I'm finding I'm having just a tremendous amount of crashes that don't really feel like my fault, which of course they are my fault because I'm the one behind the controller. But there's a lot of crashes where it just goes without warning. And I think it could just be simply that I'm carrying too much speed into the corners. It is great, though. I like this game. I think it's the best TT game they've came up with. Okay. That was the rear brake that time. I went too slow. Yeah, I've lost it now. And those tyres feel dreadful now. They've been waiting for me for God knows how long. So ironic, isn't it? I go onto the stream, I thought, I feel quite good at this game. I look quite good. I'm going to start doing a stream. I look terrible. I am not doing promising. So that is 2 laps of the TT. Shocking performance, to say the least. 3 minutes behind 9th spot. So let's quickly get out of there and not embarrass myself anymore. Church of the Tube. Try BMW. Certainly can do. It is very difficult to stay consistent. I think I did this one earlier in the video, and I started the stream with this one, didn't I? So I guess how many tracks are there? You got the Clips course, St John's, Northeast, Northwest, Southwest, Southeast, and then the full one. So that's pretty much it. I'll go for the St John's course, I think. I'll leave the AI, I'm not really too concerned about that. Let's go for a cloudy afternoon with 15 minutes qualifying. And we want the BMW. Now, do you want the M1000 or the S1000? I did try the M1000 earlier, but I'm totally fine trying something else. What do you guys want to see? Yeah, and those tracks are very long as well, of course, so... You want the M1000, yeah? Who do we want? I guess I'll just pick anyone, really. Let's go for the FHO BMW. CH Bueno says, hey Ace, how are you? I'm alright, mate. I'm not doing too bad. Thanks for asking, mate. Just trying to get to grips with TT Isle of Man 3. It's difficult. And it's going to take some getting used to. I've got a few issues using the PS5 controller on PC, which I'm trying to adapt to. What a start. What a start. Nobody's seen that. Let's crack on. There's no classic bikes in this one, mate. I'm guessing you have to buy the DLC or something? I didn't see any. Restart. Nobody's seen that, yeah? Oh god, twice to start this one off. Shocking. I forgot that we're on 1000cc now. Let's get this right. I've never done this track before. Now it's way too early, but it'll do. Oh, this controller. I hate it. I absolutely hate this PS5 controller, you know. God, it's so different to the 600s. These bikes do not turn compared. We will get this right, though. Oh, no, I don't need to go there. At least I'm staying on the bike a bit longer this time. Steady. The M1000 is a bit of an aggressive beast. Oh, I shouldn't have been reading the comments. Morning to Zeef. Welcome, dude. Oh, evening for me. How are you, buddy? Not looking too bad. Not good. I look terrible playing this game, honestly. I hope you appreciate how hard this game is. Because it does not look like my usual self. Wait. Is this... No, we don't get to see... Do we get to see the wacky waving arm inflatable tube man? Seeing as your only grip is the tyre in the game... Wait, hang on. How is it coded? I cannot read it because that love art's in the way. Okay, I can see it now. I don't know what you're saying. I can't read the comment enough for me to understand it first yet. Let me get on a straight. Oh, okay. Apologies, mate. That's what I couldn't understand. I'm actually doing better with the M1000RR. What happened? Maybe just fatigue in that other one. If Beckley is still here, did you... Oh, there you are. Yes, the animations are a lot smoother, mate. Did you buy the special edition so you get access to it now? Oh, wow, how did we stay on that? Yeah, the jumping physics is really good in this game. The rider reacts quite nicely as well. Sometimes they lift up with the bike as if to wheelie it across. A bit like they do in Cadwell Park in BSP, for example. I think maybe it was a bit of fatigue in that previous one. I feel much better with the M1000RR. Ah, got caught out with my PS5 control there. You see the big bump? I don't care how slow we're going. I'm going to get this right without crashing. McCormack doesn't deserve crashing. It does feel good. I think more than the look of TT3, the feeling is what I enjoy the most. Because we had a comment earlier, I've forgotten who it was, apologies for forgetting, but it was the sense of speed wasn't quite there from the video, but it feels pretty good when the other one playing it. Oh, I'm so happy that I'm doing this a lot better now. I actually struggled with the M1000RR earlier. This is a cloudy afternoon as well. Maybe this is when we strike the best. After having a good kip. Yeah, I got caught out with the controller there. Well, I'm going to have a lot of videos covering it this week, Beckley, so hopefully I can give you the information you need, whether you want to play it or not. But at the very least, a sale, of course, would be always ideal. And can we? Yeah, we made it through. Ah, this controller. Speed and power solves many things. Do I play car racing sims? No, mate, no. I've never played a car sim. I've played things like Gran Turismo Sport, Drive Club. I didn't like Forza. But that's pretty much it. I did try F1. I quite liked playing F1 actually because I'm a total novice. So it was nice to not have a understanding and feeling and to learn the game. A bit like what I'm doing now, really. Where I'm not a pro, I'm not amazing at it, but I'm learning and I'm getting better. I don't like cars though, do I, Jack? So I can't really appreciate what Forza offers if I don't particularly like cars. I should have known the boys in Munich would make a bike brilliantly enough for me to enjoy in TT3. I didn't mind Motorsport. I think I had Forza 5 on launch of Xbox One. That was kind of good. But it was the other one, the open world. I'm not a fan of open world games. Well, racing games, should I stipulate. I really like this version of track. I've not got the confidence to turn in there. Well, see, I wasn't sure if they were Sims or not, so that's why I had to ask. Regarding the Sims, though, I'm a big fan. I really like the Sims. I've not bought the DLC in a long time. Yeah, I feel so much better with the BMW. I did play the Crew, didn't I? Wait, actually. Oh, this is a bad thing, actually. I bought the Crew 2 Special Edition when it came out. I played it once or twice and it wasn't for me. And then my friend bought it for me on Steam. And again, I haven't played it. I played it once, I think, on PC. But, I really appreciate that it bought me a game, but I couldn't get into it. Automobilista and Assetto Corsa are good. I think I have one of the Assetto Corsas. I got it in a bundle ages ago. Oh, what is that? I was never going to stop. How do you already know these new roads? I really don't, mate. I'm just guessing as I go. I've only played it from today at 3 PM when Dead Good Media got me the code. Sorry, Brian. Sorry, Brian. Oh, Brian. No, Brian. Getting back. The AI skill's on 40%. I forgot to change it. Chat claimed another poor soul. Very true. He's using all of his genius. I'm trying. I really am. I want to be good at this game. I want to impress you guys and give you the full breakdown of a game rather than just going, oh my god, it's no good. Oh no. Oh, it happened again. Because I have seen, I don't want to criticize anyone's content, but I have seen in previous videos that people absolutely slated Ride 4, MotoGP, etc. because it was unrealistic and whatnot, but what? But they couldn't just tackle the braking. You know, if you learn the game, or if you're not used to the game, review it on those merits, not the fact that you're bad at the game. And that's why I'm not going to give this game any hard time for that, because I think a lot of the problems is just me not knowing the track, not knowing the bikes, and me struggling with the PS5 controller certainly doesn't help. But I will say, when the tyres went dead earlier in those previous races, I really struggled to stay on the bike. And now I think I've fathomed out why. Not hard enough on the brakes there. Surprised we got that stopped. So what do you reckon, Jack? Do you reckon this has pulled you in, Asriel? Do you reckon you're going to be getting on Steam in a minute and getting it ordered? Hey, that's a question actually, Jack. What would you buy it for? Would you buy it on PC or would you get it on Xbox? I'd love to do a TT3 championship, I really would. That would be belting. I don't know how it would work though. Maybe I'd have to race as well. Whoa! Oh, I really tried. Callum says, Superbike is fantastic. How does this compare? Not at all. To be quite honest with you, it's a completely different bike game. I wouldn't even want to bring any comparisons. If you've played Rims Racing before, it's basically just that, but on the roads. But regarding Superbike, I agree. I very much enjoy Superbike 22. Certainly more interesting in the proper races we get at the moment. Interesting, actually, regarding World Superbike at the moment. There's obviously a lot of backlash coming to Alvaro for dominating proceedings. But what I am surprised at, and I don't understand, is that people claim that it wasn't boring when Jonathan Ray, or at least people's accusation is that nobody complained when Jonathan Ray was winning. They really did. Everyone thought it was boring when Jonathan Ray won, and now they think it's boring when Bautista's winning. It was also boring, well, MotoGP, when Lorenzo and Marquez used to do it. I don't care who it is. Even if it was Rossi winning every time, it'd get boring. Even if it was Jack in MotoGP sports. Oh, God, I was trying to find that comment. I'm sure I read... Oh, whoa, could I save it? I did not. We know a Belgian Ace is going to be happy with that, Jack. I want Thruxton and BMWs. Yes, you are right. That's true. That is really true, Jack. I'm sure I've seen something about Taparis there as well. Tom, yeah. Ooh. Have you asked Sergio to make you that livery? I bet you he would. He looked really good in Alton as well. It's just a shame, I think... Wow. Good lord. I think... yeah, James Whitten I think he jinxed Tom on the grid in Alton. In fact, speaking of which, Jack, we were going to meet up, weren't we? I need to send you those trophies for winning the championship in BSP. Favourite bike game is Ride 3, really? I'm not a fan. For me, Ride 3 was my least favourite of the series. I'd say Ride 4, Ride 2, Ride 1, then Ride 3. What the hell? I got too close. I've got the cabinet ready. Good man. Yeah, I'll message you later. I'll get your information. It's for the mansion up in the northwest of England. Sorry, northeast. I'm in the northwest. Good lord. You should try it. No, I tried Ride 3. It was just not very good. Every single bike understeered terribly. I was never a fan. I really didn't like the way the career mode was laid out as well. Ever since Sven said I looked good in this track, I've made mistakes. It's easy to look good this part though. I actually questioned what I was doing then because Dunlop went really slow, but of course the AI is on slow difficulty. Yeah, that texture popping's not very nice in the background there, is it? Good lord. MotoGP 22, Superbike 22 and Ride 4 are my top picks. I have to agree with you on that one. I very much enjoy all of the latest bike games. Ah yes, Ride 3, the game we can stone you from 6th to 1st. Yep, I remember that. We absolutely slam on the anchors on all the brakes. I think I experienced that playing online and it just put me off. Coming through, Michael. What? Did the session end? How come the session ended then? Was that because we ran out of time, or is it the fact that I wasn't improving the lap time, so they automatically just turned it off? That's interesting. Did I have I don't recall. I didn't see. I thought I would still be able to finish my lap though, no? That was a bit harsh. Well, I guess I better get on them. Ah, too slow there. Okay, remember to brake early. Ah, I followed the... Wait, was I ahead? No, I was definitely not 40 seconds ahead. That's a lie. I crashed more on that lap than I did in the other one. And there's another crash. Was this a 1 or 2 lap? I do not remember. So there is Gary Johnson ahead of us. Ooh, I'm getting caught into this now. I'm seeing that the AI are... I must say the AI are quite off-putting. You know, when you're really focusing in on the track and then you say, what? Okay, we're going to restart this. That was a very strange crash. This is how we're going to win, boys and girls. That's my best start. That was a good start, that. No, I don't want to put that much pressure on the brakes. I'm just trying to brake in normally. I do believe there is time trials. I'll check for you in a minute. Or if there isn't time trials, there's... Oh, I thought I could see it here. I'm going to crash anyway, but I thought there was a way that it just tracks every time that you do. So, for example, if I do a time trial, just do a lap in this one and it's fast, it'll automatically go to the time trial. I do believe. But I'll have to check, because I know on the leaderboards, me and my friend Thomas, who we did races earlier, are already on the leaderboard together, but we haven't done a time trial. We just did it from that race. It's awkward, trying to get through. Oh, no. That's close. Oh, goodness me. That's two. Well, the AI at 40%, of course, is very slow. Of course, Hickey's in the lead. So I'm trying not to push analog stick over too far in some of those tighter corners. Ooh, steady on. Amazingly though, I'm still behind Peter Hickman. And it's on 40%. Hey mate, what physics do you prefer? Ride 4 or TT? I'd say Ride 4. But that's only because I've not really given enough time to TT3. Oh, heck. He just turned in on me. Okay, well, I guess I was quite aggressive there. Oh, steady. Oh, there is time trials. Timed events as well. Ah, thank you, Swag Panda. Appreciate you finding that out for me. So I'm just trying to squeeze through here now. Bit of contact, but we're good. Rubbing is racing after all. Steady. Hey, Irrational, good to see you here, dude, mate. How are you, pal? Ooh, 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 that controller. Ah, I hate this PS5 controller. I'm just not getting adjusted to it. If I break halfway, why is that 100%? Oh, it is one lap. So we got a one lap dash here. Yeah, the clutch is a bit weird in this game. I know on the starting grid I seem to have some terrible starts. Had the best one in this particular race. Oh, that was pretty bad. I must say, I do like the sound of this bike, though. So, hard braking zone coming up. God, the bite on this controller. Come on, we can still get some points here. Oh, what do you mean by the acceleration? I need to probably read the rest of your comment, mate. I've not really had much issues with the acceleration. It's more so I'm just struggling on the brakes at the moment. Wow. You have a Hue high side if the rear... I'd have to have a look. I don't think I've had that many massive slides on the rear. As I say, my main issues have all come from the brakes, but I think all of my issues are just because of this controller. Because I'm not able to brake how I'm comfortable. And when I do get it right, the physics feel really good and quite solid. That's too fast. Yeah, I can't get that. That's my fault. Oh my god, we went over the wall. I have put the... oh, yeah, the traction control's kicking in quite well. Into the drink. I would say this game is still worth playing though, Rational. I would really give it a try. Because it does feel very, very good. When you get it right, it's tremendously satisfying. Ah! So many bloody curbs and pavements. Good lord, what did they do wrong? Looks a lot better in the practice. Yeah, I'm trying to carry too much speed into these corners now. I think what I've noticed actually with playing against the other players, or the AI in this case, I seem to be locked in a bit too much onto them rather than focusing on the road. Obviously I don't know this track very well, so I'm not sure if I'm just paying too much attention to them and not really paying enough attention to the bikes. Because clearly I've got a lot to learn yet, and me focusing on them and trying to race them I think is the worst thing I should be doing right now. Because when I see them so far ahead I'm like, oh, I can catch up to them, they're only on 40%. And then when I do that I'm making some big errors. So here we are, back to the pack. Much better. Trying to focus on the road now, not the riders. It's something I'm not usually used to, because when I'm playing the career mode videos, etc., I'm always trying to get near them to make it interesting for the viewers. Oh, that's a damn shame I hit that then. How do you even apply for... Oh, okay. You have to go through the time trials, I do believe. By the way, DrAce, you have the 1000th start, I'm pretty sure. You have to go to the Superbike and all the way to the right. I don't think so, because I've got the early access code that was given to me by Dead Good Media, so I think they just gave me the base game. I don't know if I was given any extras or benefits. Oh, wow. I don't know why I felt I could go into there that much speed. I'd like to do this lap again, but without... What's that, Jack? You don't have a... You're right, that's the issue. I don't have the wacky waving arm inflatable tube man giving me some props. Let's go again. Let's go again. I'm not giving up on that one. I think we can do all right. Yeah, I would say the handling is better than Rims Racing. It still does that weird thing where sometimes you can crash without really knowing what you've done wrong. But majority of it, I would say... Oh, for goodness sake, Matt, come on. I would say the majority of the problem is that we're carrying too much speed into these corners and expecting to make it stick. That's my mistake, I know it is, but when it happens, you're quite surprised and you're left wondering what's going on. Wow! Goodness me. Yeah, I've got a lot of learning to do in this game. A lot of learning indeed. Right, don't focus on Sean Anderson, just focus on the road. Trying to focus on the road, but I had to go for that cheeky overtake there. Against the 40% AI. They're much tougher on 100%. The AI do seem very similar to Rims Racing, and to be honest, they weren't very good in Rims. I have a lot of trouble in that corner, don't I? Every time I seem to run that too deep. I'm ambitious, but I'm not getting it right. I'm going to crash here. Oh, wow, okay, we kept on it. Usually when you go into that corner at that speed, you just crash. Oh, not bad. I think what I might do later on is I might actually go back on Rims Racing so I can understand what has changed. Jack, I just read that. Oh man. Oh, look at the timing. The coincidence. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's exactly the same. It's certainly familiar. It feels a lot like Rims Racing does, but I think deep down I'd like to see what Rims Racing did. I felt Rims Racing was really clunky and it didn't really go where I wanted it to go. I'm not having that issue here with TT. The only issue I'm having is obviously not knowing the track very well. I know, Jack, I know. You did say not to look at the chat, but I couldn't help it. It's right there. Bottom left-hand corner of your screen, you see the map. To the left of that is my secondary monitor, and it's right there. And I can see that somebody... oh, wait. Somebody should play Walking the Air from Snowman every time he crashes. I am not making a crash compilation out of this one. I'd be there all day. Oh, Lord Almighty. I think the... yeah, actually I think you might be right, but also I think it's been tweaked ever slightly because I found the rider movement in Rims Racing to be a bit obnoxious. I think they look a little bit cleaner in TT. Because I couldn't stand the rider movements in Rims Racing. It looked really awkward. I don't think they look that awkward in this one. If I had a Superbike song like they did in a Superpole song like they did in BSP, what would I choose? Now, I forgot to answer this question when you put this into the Discord server because I wasn't sure if I had to choose the ones from the playlist or if I could just add any song. So let me know and I'll decide. I used to have a good answer for this. I remember thinking about this at the time, but now I'm not sure. It just came at him at so much speed. Apologies, Sean. Didn't even mean to do that. I was like, okay, I'll go on the brakes, and I just couldn't stop. Ah, see, I thought you wanted to choose from the playlist. What song would I choose? Oh no. Probably Man in the Box by Alice in Chains. Yeah, I'll go for that one. Or Them Bones by Alice in Chains. Yeah, why not that one? That'd G me up, I think, for any race. What was yours? And that Super Bowl session was the best qualifying of the season. I love that Super Bowl session. You've never heard of Alice in Chains? Alice in Chains? Never? Oh, I was trying to read that comment. Wow. Yeah, the helmet cam is pretty good. I need to do a video on that, actually. I've done it again in that corner. I don't know why I seem to think I can carry more corner speed there. I am not going to get the corner speed into there. Not like that, I'm not. Nice. I am finding I can brake or turn in quite nicely with the M1000 double arm. Much better than I did with the 600, but I think earlier, having the really low amount, high amount of tyre degradation and low grip left, I think it really knocked me on the confidence side. I think if I jump back on the 600, I'd probably be okay. But I feel much better now. We are going to get this right. A bit wide there, though. Didn't feel too bad around these corners, though. Typical. See, for me, I didn't feel like I was going too hot into that corner, but the game doesn't forgive. If you're going too fast and it wants you to go slower, it will tell you. Thinking also will that be riders by who? Serum? Or Ready to Fly by the Sub Focus? I don't know who they are either. We clearly won't be sharing music. Good lord. Oh, I think that's cost me a chance for the win now. Crashing on a fast corner like that is not ideal, but if we finish in the top 3, I'll be very happy. Even though we've had a tremendous amount of crashes. Oh, we're carrying a lot of speed through there. Here we come. No, it's this corner. You are not going to make that. I don't know why I seem to blank out at that corner. I don't know what it is, but I just don't seem to pay attention to what corner that is. Oh, this is going to be tight. Well, it's not actually. We're going to get past him, no problem. Hey! Tried to wheelie, but I couldn't get it. And no, I think we're good. We didn't get a penalty. We managed to do it. Big thanks to Arnie Wallens for subscribing. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. I hope you're enjoying the content and the stream. Not bad. That was a decent effort. It's our first actual win or finish without making a fool of ourselves. I'll try helmet cam in a minute. I thought the game might have frozen then, actually. Let's try a different circuit. Okay, let's go for the southeast. Yeah, if I go all the way to the end, as you said, I don't have an extra John McGuinness. Who was who said that? I've forgotten. But yeah, I don't have the 1,100th livery for John McGuinness. So, I haven't tried the Suzuki yet, so let's give Sean Anderson a try. Sacred Meerkat says he looked like he's... the pit crew look like they're about to rob his bike. Oh, straight into race, okay. Good luck. Okay, so it's this one. Here we go then. Bit of helmet cam. This is going to be terrible. How can I even concentrate in this? Look at the bumps. I'm down. Yeah, ooh. Big 5th gear. I just can't see anything. How are you supposed to do that? Chin tucked in there, look. Whoops. I think this is how this is going to go with the helmet cam. Very challenging. Just shows you what these guys go through, eh? My lord. Doesn't help when the controller wants to break that firm. Oh, we can't see us lift over the bike, I guess. Oh my god, it's Wacky Waving Arm Inflatable Tube Man! There he is! Heads up. Oh, I am struggling with this helmet cam. What was it Liam said earlier? Another sacrifice for the tube god. The tube man. Oh, heck. I was going to go really tight then. Not bad. Oh, no, what? What? Another wacky waving arm inflatable tube man with a crown? Oh my god. This is the best day ever. Double wacky waving arm inflatable tube man. Oh, I was reading the... Wait. Yeah, I think if I get into the helmet cam, but it's very challenging. I still don't understand those people who say this is the way to play. I mean, does it matter? Whatever works for you. It feels alright. I think one thing though is when you go really slow, you can't really tell if I'm going too slow or not because the helmet cam kind of looks like it's meant to be. Yeah, I would say it's as good as what it was in Rims Racing. It was pretty solid in Rims, to be fair. But it's very difficult. I think the issue with it is just the lack of visibility. It's really difficult to see what's coming. Granted, I don't know this track at all, though, so I'm trying to look at the map as well and to figure out what the corner is. But if you learn the track and then tackled it, I guess it would feel pretty amazing. Maybe I just need to stop tucking in so much. Yeah, you've never heard of Alice in Chains? Surprised. Good rock band back in the 80s. Or was it 90s? It might be 80s. A lot of throwing left and right in this track, isn't there? There is free roam in the game, yes. Every time I do a crash. Also hollow... What's that, Liam? Also hollow be thy name. Form, oh great, wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. The sad point of the helmet cam is you don't have a point of focus. At least you have... I can't see because of the silly love art that's in the way. Do you guys have that love art? What does it even do? Oh, right. It allows me to send love art, so I see. Why would I want to do that on my own stream? Oh. Well, this lap is for you, Rational. I can see your comment now because it's behind the love heart. I think, yeah, as I say, I can't... Oh, I've seen the button. Yes, I've seen it pop up. Well, yeah, I do like the helmet cam. It's quite nice. It's better than the other ones. It's certainly some feeling and movement to it. Oh, that is not a good spot to crash. What else we got? Got this one here without... So basically the same, but without the helmet. This looks like a fantastic track, by the way. Looking forward to getting the hang of this one. I don't think I like it as much without the helmet, actually. Where am I going? Get me a map. Ooh. So we got the permanent tuck-in one. I don't like this one at all. Massive texture pop in for the back there. No, I hate that camera. That is awful. Oh, this one's awful as well. I know a few people who play like this, actually. I don't know how much lean angle I'm putting in, I can't tell. Yeah, I hate it. It's so hard to adjust to the camera. My head is going all over the place here. I'm trying to focus. No, I can't. Give me the third person. A drone cam, wow, that would be interesting. Well, the Suzuki sounds alright. Cheers, Jack, thanks for stopping by, mate. I appreciate you watching and giving some input. I'll see you when I next see you, mate, so cheers to that, dude. And right on cue is another wacky waving arm inflatable tube man. Is that 3 on this circuit? That's incredible. I hope Jack didn't leave before seeing the wacky waving arm inflatable tube man, because that would be a devastating loss. Okay. Gotta learn this circuit. Gotta spend a lot of time in this and really get to grips with this game. Haha, I didn't miss it. So let me know what you guys want to see next. I'm gonna have a video. Whoa, what the hell's happened in the background there? What is going on over there? What is that? I see a tower of some description, but that texture popping is ghastly. That is really ugly. Has it fixed itself? No. I guess it's just backdrop. I mean, the backdrop does look pretty bland, but the rest of it looks really good. Oh, it's going worse, isn't it? Ooh, off-putting. A capybara invasion. Isn't the capybara the big animal? Like the big guinea pig looking thing? They're like brilliant animals. So yeah, anyway, I cut myself off, I think. Let me know what bike combination or track you want to see next, and I'll try and get that video done for you this week. Appreciate tonight's stream was a bit of an impromptu one. Just wanted to try and show you guys what TT Isle of Man 3 is all about. I must say I very much enjoyed it, so thank you very much for your company as always. But I think once I finish this one, I'm going to call it quits. Oh, really? Oh, you're going to have to send me this, dude. I wasn't aware of any capybaras. Yeah, that texture popping's getting worse in this one. Yeah, appreciate that, Swag Panda. Appreciate the donation as well, mate, I really do. Oh, didn't really feel like I hit too much rear brake there, but you can see the rear spin round. Wasn't my best performance, truth be told. But I'm excited to be learning this game. Oh my goodness, it's another wacky waving arm inflatable tube man. Look at him. Look how happy he is. I'll come back to get a thumbnail with that lad. He's an absolute chap. I'm assuming that is a male wacky waving arm inflatable tube man. Hence the name man at the end. You never know in today's society, you never know. Well, apologies I couldn't get the helmet cam to work, or at least I couldn't tackle the helmet cam rational. I'll give it some more practice. We all strive to be like him, we do. He's an absolute legend. Whoa. Bouncy, bouncy. Is the sense of speed good? It's alright. I do find in some corners, when you go quite slow, it feels really slow. Almost to the point where you think you're going to crash by just dropping the bike because it's so slow. But down the straights, yeah, it feels okay. It doesn't blow your mind, but it feels alright. I don't think I've got this corner once correctly. And every single time I get thrown off by that ambulance popping in. I wonder when that disappears. I would really like to see the texture pop in not do that. Took me 20 hours to get into it. Into the helmet cam, you mean? Oh wow, I couldn't stop that then. I think with anything really, it either works for you or it doesn't. But I appreciate you're not an elitist about it. Because for some reason there's like a certain elitism about the first person camera, and I don't really understand why. Like, go ahead, choose whatever you want to use, you know? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be me for tonight. Thank you very much for watching the stream. I appreciate my performance has not been the best. But I've tried, I've got a lot to learn, and I'm sure to do some more content in this game to see what else we can produce. But yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You don't need to comment now, because I guess if you did comment, I'm not going to be able to see it. But I'll see you in the videos throughout the week. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. It's been a pleasure. See you in the next one. Ciao for now. Thanks, Ricker. Thanks, Rational.